Today I'm going to narrate a short story on the topic The Legend of Maymay Dangling Tsho. A long time ago, the lake now known as Maymay Dangling Tsho, high above Kaling, was said to have once rested at a place called Tongshum above Merak village along the trail to Sakten. The mountains stood tall and silent, their ridge wrapped in mist, and the cool wind drifted swiftly across the highland slopes. One evening, a father and his young son went hunting in the mountains. As night fell, they realized they could not return home. The forest grew quiet, broken only by the cry of distant birds and the hush of the wind. They found an empty herder's hut at Tongshung, left behind after the grazing season, which gave them warmth and shelter for the night. Inside the hut, the father began making fire and sent his son in search. Water nearby. The boy walked alone under the pale, listening to the stillness around him. After some time, he stumbled upon a vast, dark lake he had never seen before. Its surface was smooth as glass, reflecting the stars above. It looked endless, deep, and strangely alive, as though it guarded a hidden spirit within. The boy knelt by the shore, but realized he had no container to carry water back. He returned to his father, who told him to use the quiver that held their poisoned arrows. The boy went back and dipped the quiver into the lake. Unknowingly, the poison washed into the water. At once, the surface rippled fiercely, and dark waves surged as if the lake had awakened in anger. Before the boy could escape, he was pulled into its depth. Back at the hut, the father waited for his son, but as the minutes passed, unease grew in his heart. He felt that something wrong had happened to his son, and with worry pressing heavily upon him, he set out into the night to search. Calling his son's name, he wandered through the slopes until he reached the mysterious lake. There, under the moonlight, he saw his son struggling in the middle of the dark waters. The father tried to save him, running to one side of the lake, but the boy drifted away. He rushed to the other side, yet the boy moved further still. No matter where he went, the lake shifted and kept his son beyond reach. Desperate, the father hurried back to the hut, seized his bow, and fired an arrow into the lake. The waters rose suddenly, roaring like a living creature, and began to chase him across the slopes. The father ran with all his strength until the lake finally stopped at a certain place. Even today, a pond forms there during the rain, believed to be where the lake rose and looked for the men before moving further. At least, the father entered the herder's hut. The lake saw the man enter and followed him, surrounding the hut and slowly filling the ground. The man climbed onto the bangay, a bamboo rack above the hut, where cheese and meat are dried. There he had stored sindu, a strong poison used in hunting. Because of this, the lake could not completely submerge the hut. For 3 days and nights, it circled and swirled, trying to reach him, but the father remained safe. Finally, the lake withdrew from Tongshum and moved to the hillside above Kaling, where it rests today along the path between Merak and Kaling. Small ponds can still be seen. People say they mark the places where Maymay Dangling Tsho rose and searched for the men during its journey. If you like this story, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until then, thanks for being with me. Thank you.